All right, MRB Accounting here. What's going on, everyone? Happy Saturday. So it's September 7th. We are getting through this 2019 year, one of the first years after the Tax Jobs and Cuts Act have been initiated. And I'm seeing a lot of my clients, getting their stuff together, whether they had their filing on extension or they're just simply still asking questions about what might be deductible with newer businesses that they just opened up in 2019, whether they had a child, their financial situation changed. So I'm going to get into really specific things right here. 10 tax deductible expenses for YouTubers in the US. So again, you need to have expenses that are ordinary and necessary in order to qualify and have these be tax deductible. So let me just highlight the first 10. There's hundreds that we could go through. I will have a blog post on the website, mrbaccounting.com, later on today, this weekend. Check it out. So the first one here, filming expenses. So think about it. You're on YouTube, you're processing video. There is cost to that. Especially when you get into higher production quality, you have anywhere from filming with an iPhone, GoPros, all the way up to those high def, whether it's Sony cameras and whatnot. They tend to get quite expensive from some of the clients that I have. Microphones, things like that, lighting. Again, keep all your receipts and you can expense these as a tax deduction. Second one here is computer expenses. So whether or not you have a Mac, a Dell, a dedicated computer to process and upload some of this high quality video or even storage, you definitely will have computer expenses. And again, these purchases are part of your tax deductible expenses. So please make sure you keep receipts for this as well. For all of our clients, we typically send out a spreadsheet that has everything broken down based on your specific, genre, we could call it, of types of creators. And this does tend to help out keeping everyone organized, keeping their paperwork together. We don't want to see that shoebox at the end of the year. We want to see you using the client portals, scanning in your receipts, snapping a picture of it, clicking upload. It takes 2 seconds, keeps everyone organized. MRB Accounting can go in there weekly, recategorize for you, go over any expenses, see actually if there's more expenses to lower your tax liability. So that's computer expenses here. Third one here, we have home office expenses. This is interesting. Whether it's a desk, the corner of your living room, a bedroom, the IRS does allow you to claim a percentage of these home costs. That would be rent, utilities, against that. So it's an allocated portion. So let's just say you have 1,000 square foot home and the space you use, again, simple numbers here, 100 square feet, then 10% of your costs are going to count against your home office. So we have a guide that we'll put out yearly. It's an excellent guide and basically teaches you all about writing off your home office expenses. Again, if you use us, MRB Accounting, we can go through this. You could call us at any time, whether or not you're a client. Let's go on to number 4 here. Client. Cell phone internet costs. So again, this is a legitimate claim. You need a cell phone, whether you're filming, you have notes on it, you're contacting other creators, you're doing research. And again, the internet, you need the internet to upload these videos. But again, it's only the business portion of the usage. So let's say you're a YouTuber, you have a phone, it's $1,200, and you could pretty much allocate now, based on the nice touch that Apple put in. Again, talking about an iPhone here, you have a certain variable in your settings, I think, and it goes based off the screen time. So you could pretty much determine what your personal usage is on that phone. So let's say it's 40% personal, 60% business, YouTube creator related, where you're making edits to your videos, you're uploading them, you're answering comments from your phone, emails regarding your YouTube channel, things like that, text messages. Again, this is all tax deductible when it comes to tax time. We put out a great guide, and we can help you, pretty much audit your own usage for internet and cell phone costs. Let's go on to number 5 here, business supplies and expenses. So again, if you're running any type of freelance business, there are going to be supply costs, and it's no different for YouTubers. So for instance, like I mentioned earlier, cameras, microphones, whether or not you have a green screen. Let's say you run a science channel and you want to show, clips of your microscopic findings on YouTube. You're going to need a very high def camera, maybe even some other ancillary camera pieces and other lab equipment to get this, specimen up on the screen so everyone can view it on YouTube. Let's say you have a beauty blog, portion of your makeup, whether or not you use it for personal use, that's another story, but the portion that you use for your YouTube channel, you need to be very careful and make sure you're taking the deduction for these. It's very important. I'll list one more a third item here. Let's say you're a professional skateboarder and you have a YouTube channel. Your skateboard equipment, you can claim. It's a prop. It's an expense. It's very important to think outside the box here, because a lot of people miss costly expenses that are deductible in the IRS's eyes. The IRS lets you write off these expenses that are directly related to your business. So again, as long as they're ordinary and necessary, you shouldn't be held back from purchasing equipment if it directly relates to you earning a living. Just make sure, again, you keep every single receipt. Let it be the hard copy receipt, not just a credit card statement or your bank account. That's also important for reconciliation purposes, but you need that hard receipt that shows Sony camera purchased on September 7th, 2019. So please, again, let's keep those expenses, everyone, tallied up. Number 6, subcontractor expenses. So again, if you're a video creator, there's only so much time in the day to edit, to film. You may incur, some sort of assistance through your journey. You might see, hey, this person helped me. I threw him $150, whatever it might be. Make sure that if you're paying any of these assistants, you're outsourcing help for anything related to your YouTube channel, that you're issuing a 1099 to them once it reaches over $600. Again, then those individuals can report that income on their own taxes. So the world goes around here. It's a mirror image. You issue them, whether it's a check, cash, they need to then show that on their taxes. Again, once it's over $600, you should be issuing them 1099, and we can go through that. MRB accounting helps you generate those. Let's go on to this number 7, travel expenses here, whether it's, continental US or it's international traveling. A lot of video creators focus on publishing content around travel. So naturally, this is a good idea that these expenses are part of the business. Again, you need to have very clear records. If there's any personal travel involved, please make sure you, omit that from these deductions, but please keep your receipts. Again, we put out a great table that you can fill in, whether it's weekly, if you're doing that much traveling or you're buying that much equipment for your channel. This can help you stay extremely organized. And when it comes to tax time, you're right there. Your accountant will be super happy with you, and it'll be very clear cut as to exactly what deductions you're eligible to take. Remember, when you're traveling, the IRS only gives you 50% tax deduction on meals. So again, if you spend $100 on food, you're only getting a $50 deduction. So please. Number 8, local travel expenses related to your business. So basically, let's say you go to the coffee shop down the block, or you go to Target to pick up some supplies. Technically, these are local transportation expenses. Now, The mileage rate changes each year. It's around 55, 56 cents per mile. So once the IRS releases these final numbers, we'll post these on our website. But remember, there's mile tracking apps out there that you can download on your Android, your iPhone, and basically you can track all your expenses regarding your vehicle usage. So it's mileage, any parking expenses incurred. You could create a note on that day, hey, paid $10 for a meter, whatever it might be. So please make sure you're keeping these expenses tracked properly, even tolls. But again, proof of payment is super important. Number 9, subscription and software licensing fees. So again, whether or not you have a cloud portal to store your data, your videos, your contacts, you have a CRM, customer relationship management system, these things are deductible. Again, it's up to you to prove to the IRS that these licenses or subscriptions have a direct impact on your business. But once these are tied in and you're making money, you can seriously offset your income with these expenses. And it's super important. I can give you a list really quick. Again, I told you about the cloud portal. If there's any website hosting, your domain name purchases, renewals each year, any editing software, insurance coverage for your tech equipment. So whether it's a mouse, keyboard, the monitor, servers, we don't really use servers anymore, but any cloud-based technology that you have insurance on, again, that's all deductible. Any plugins you pay extra for, Shopify, any SEO products, and if you have any type of bookkeeping software, that is also deductible. And the last, final, number 10, bank and shipping fees. So again, you can claim against bank fees incurred as part of running your business. So that's wire transfers, monthly fees, PayPal may be charging you certain fees. Those are deductible. If you sell merchandise, you can claim the postage and packing expenses. If you have a PO box, you can claim that as well. So although there's no escape from paying taxes to the IRS, as long as you're ethically reporting your income and deductions and you're not lying about anything, there's nothing to be worried about, and you are able to take these 10 expense categories that I just went over. We're here to help you. You can leave a comment. You can message us. Check out our website, Facebook, Instagram. We're on here 24/7 pretty much. We have a great team. We love to help our clients out. So please, if you have any questions, reach out to us. We're here to help. Thanks, guys.